What is going on, you guys? It's Alex, and in today's video I want to walk you through how to do local SEO for your appliance repair company. Most, I would say 95% of appliance repair businesses, and even most local service businesses are getting it wrong. They're just completely missing the mark when it comes to SEO. But I'm just going to break it down for you in this video and show you guys how to get everything up and running properly and how to actually rank organically. If you need help with SEO for your appliance repair business, click the link below, book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your site, happy to answer any questions you have about SEO, and of course, see if there's any opportunity to work together. So, what do I mean by local SEO? So for any local search, right, you're gonna have ads, right? And if you want leads regularly, consistently, just run ads, right? Google Ads is gonna be the best way to get leads for appliance repair. You're going to have Google business profiles. And now this is part of local SEO. So you're going to want to rank your Google business profile as well, but I won't get too much into that. And then you have what is organic results, right? And you can just ignore this one. But the organic results are all the results that people are going to see if they scroll past the ads and the Google business profile. So there still are quite a number of people that are scrolling past these results. And you'll see it even here for dryer repair in Charlotte, right? We've got ads. We have Google business profiles just dominated by this company. And then finally, we have just a number of appliance repair businesses. And so to get started with SEO, you want to make sure that you have the right site structure, which is just service pages and location pages. And one thing that falls into that is the homepage targeting, right? So your homepage is always going to target the main keyword for your business, right? So your homepage is always going to target appliance repair plus your location, right? You don't need a location page. If you're in Toronto, you don't need a Toronto location page. It's the homepage that's going to target that. And I have an example here of a appliance repair business that's doing okay for SEO here locally in Toronto. This page, again, we can see modern appliance repair Toronto. It's mentioning appliance repair. It's mentioning washing machines, dryers, everything Google wants to read about for an appliance repair business. And when we look at how the page is structured, modern appliance repair Toronto, right? It's mentioning the service, which is appliance repair, and then the location, Toronto. It's also mentioning it in the description, right? Which is incredibly important. When we look at the headings, we could look at the H1, right? Modern appliance, Toronto's top rated choice for appliance repair. Not ideal, but it's working. And then even throughout the content, all the headings are mentioning appliance repair in Toronto, which is fantastic. It's also mentioning some really relevant keywords you want to be mentioning on your homepage as well, which is the services they provide, right? So this is a great example of a website that's doing pretty good for local SEO. They're ranking first. They have social proof down here, right? They've linked to location pages. They didn't make a mistake linking to the Toronto page, only because this page would never rank. Your homepage will always outrank just a random service page, especially for that main location. But they do have a number of other service pages, right? And when I mean site structure, you want to have service pages. So you want to have all your service pages for the appliances that you repair, right? So with service pages, you're going to want to have a dryer repair page, right? Dryer repair plus location. Washing machine repair plus location. So if you're in Toronto, you're going to have a dryer repair page, and the page is going to be targeting dryer repair in Toronto. If you're in Charlotte, you're going to have a washing machine repair page. The page is going to be targeting washing machine repair Toronto. So in this case, right, for the washing machine, for any service page, your H1 is going to be service plus your main location, right? And your H2s, your H3s, your other headings are only going to be related to that service. So in your H2s and H3s for a dryer repair page, you're going to mention dryer problems, dryer service, cost to repair dryer, stuff like this, right? You're only going to mention dryers on that dryer page. Whatever the service is, you're only going to mention that service, and you're only going to mention that location on that particular page. And you can see here, he has all the pages. I think these ones are kind of a mess. Like if we do go to dryer, he does, I think, mention a ton of different locations here. Not necessary, but he is mentioning brands, right, which is super important. Google wants to see, that you are able to provide services provide a repair service for those brands, right? Brands are something Google expects to see on the page. Unfortunately, this page is actually not very well designed, so I don't recommend it from a local SEO perspective. But he has the right idea, where he has his services, and the page itself is targeting only dryer, not even dryer repair, right? So a lot of actually room for a lot of room for improvement here. Does not look like there's even an H1, right? So just a few mistakes there. Make sure you include your H1, and that your H1 targets dryer repair services or dryer repair in your area, right? Along with services pages, and you're going to want to have as many services as you offer, right? You're going to want to have service area or location pages. So in Toronto, this can work just because of the proximity of suburbs to the center, but in a lot of areas, for example, if you go to, I know Dayton is one. If you go to Dayton, Ohio, right? Dayton is really close to, I think, Cincinnati, right? It's not that far. It's maybe, I don't know, an hour or so. And you would think here in Dayton that if you build out a Dayton appliance repair page, that you can add a location page and target Cincinnati. Unfortunately, that just won't be the case, because businesses that have their main location, their main targeting as Cincinnati, have a higher preference to Google in ranking for those services, right? So your service page, unless you invest a ton in marketing and SEO, will never rank that well in Cincinnati, and it's almost not worth it to even try, right? So you're better off dominating the Dayton market. In Dayton, you would have service pages for what I would assume would be things like Beaver Creek, Fort McKinley, Northridge, maybe even Xenia, maybe even Troy. Although Troy probably has its own appliance repair businesses. This is a business where it might actually be worth trying to rank a service page here, right? But for example, in Toronto, you would never try to rank a location that's gonna just not be, that's too far beyond what you can actually service. The further you get away, the more likely Google is to rank a business local to that area. So if you're Dayton based, if your Google business profile is attached to Dayton, it'll be incredibly difficult to rank in Cincinnati. It'll be incredibly difficult to rank in Columbus, and you're better off not even trying unless you have a ton of money to invest. And even in that case, you're better off opening a second business there if you want to get those Columbus leads coming in, if you want to get those Cincinnati leads coming in. But this website has a right idea. They're mentioning all these different suburbs and nearby towns where they could have a chance to rank. They're mentioning all the services, right? The service pages can be improved. The location pages, of course, let's see what Markham looks like. Not really a whole lot of content here, so this page can definitely be improved, but the structure is right? And the structure is going to give you the best chance of actually ranking, right? And like I mentioned, you want your homepage to always be targeting the main keyword for your business. For all of you guys, unless you just focus on one specific appliance, for almost all of you, it's going to be appliance repair plus location, right? And in that case, your homepage is only going to want to target appliance repair plus location. You don't want to mention this. You don't want to have any other page on your website that is talking about appliance repair plus the location that you're actually in, right? So that's where this guy made the mistake, is he does have a Toronto page, but his home page is also ranking Toronto. This page isn't hurtful, but Google could just randomly decide to rank this page instead of your homepage for Toronto searches, and this particular page will show up on like page 4, right? There's not enough content. It's not a good enough page to actually rank that well, right? And that's going to be the main kind of structure of your SEO strategies. Getting the website structure set up properly, making sure your website is actually designed to convert. Next, you want to focus on local citations and backlinks. So local citations are things like links back to your website from local directories. Yelp is a local citation, Nextdoor, Homestars, right? Bing Maps. And to find that, you can just look up, for example, best local citations USA, right? And this will just give you a whole list of citations you can build. We have just general citation sites here. So you would want to get your website listed, and don't use Bright Local. If you need local citations built, click the link down below. I got you. These guys are charging a ton of money for the service. But these are all different local citations you want to get your website listed on, right? So just go ahead and make an Instagram. Get listed on Bing Apps. Add your business to Foursquare. Add your business to Better Business Bureau, right? This just sends the right signals to Google that you are a real business, right? And on these citations, your name, address, phone number, and website must match, right? So make sure all of those match, and they also need to match your Google business profile, right? Everything needs to match And it's incredibly important that they do. If it doesn't match, for example, if you have brackets in your area code versus non-brackets in your area code, it's just an annoying little difference that Google doesn't seem to like, and it just makes it a little bit harder to actually rank your site. So along with local citations like this, you can even find, sometimes there's even specific appliance repair citations. For this industry, there's not, right? But if there's appliance repair blogs, stuff like this, you can get listed on those. So that's incredibly important. It's incredibly important that you build those. Also, you can link them to your Google Business Profile as well. So you can do 2 rounds and link it to your Google Business Profile. And the other thing you want to worry about is backlinks. And backlinks are links from other websites that point back to your website. They're also incredibly important to rank. If you go search any area here, so appliance repair, we can just do Chicago, right? If you search appliance repair Chicago, you can see that there are a number of websites listed, right? And like I said, guys, location pages are really hard to rank, and you can see that Google is not ranking any location pages here, right? Maybe just this one, which just looks like a really weird page. But what's important to look at here when it comes to backlinks, and backlinks will cement your rankings on the top page of Google, is look at all the backlinks these businesses have. They all have 100 plus. And what you want to do is, for example, open this guy's backlinks using Ahrefs or SEMrush, right? Look to see which links he has that are actually relevant, and you need to you need to make an effort to go recreate as many of these links as you can. So in this case, it looks like it is just citations that are holding his website. Better Business Bureau, right? Yellow Pages, Zoom Info, Nextdoor, Expertise.com, right? If you don't have these links, right? This one looks like an interesting one that you would not see recommended. Yeah, right? If you don't have these links that are linking back to your website, it's going to be incredibly difficult to actually rank and show up organically. Ones like this, like Markate or however you would pronounce it, these are not going to show up in like a popular list of citations. But looking at what your competitors are ranking for, now you can see that this link does show up. You can go and log in, try for free. It's probably not that difficult to get a link back from this website, right? And you would want to do that for not just your, excuse me, guys. You would want to do that not just for your first page of competitors, but as many as you can, right? And then even from there, you would add iterations of your search. So dry repair, whatever. Let's check out chicagoappliance.net just to see what links they have. See if I can find a better example of a link you would want to rebuild. No, and it also looks like they only have citations, right? So Dex Notes, there's another one that's not going to show up on a lot of lists. Yellowbot. You would want to make an effort to go ahead and recreate as many of these as you can, right? That your website is missing for all of your competitors. And that, over time, is what's going to help cement your rankings. You're sending the right signals to Google that you are a legitimate site, that you are a website that Google can trust, right? These backlinks essentially work as votes, and it just helps cement your rankings. And it's backlinks and Google Business Profile reviews that are going to make the biggest difference in your local SEO strategy, right? It's going to be the difference between page 1 and page 5, right? And finally, guys, if you are struggling for leads, if you need leads today, you got to run ads. And you can see for any search, right? Dry repair in Charlotte. Your competitors in the ad space typically have no idea what they're doing. I think this is a huge national brand, but this is a guy that's bidding for dryer vents on a dry repair keyword. Mr. Electric, I have no idea what this is. And then just an appliance repair ad. But if you had a very targeted dryer repair ads that sent traffic to a dryer repair landing page, you will be far better off than if you just ran broad appliance repair ads. Definitely works. And this is why you also want to be running ads. Every result is going to have 4 ads. It's going to probably also have a sponsored Google Business Profile before you actually get to the organic results. And even the organic results are going to have Yelp. It's going to have Instagram posts. It's going to have, Homestar, stuff like this. So ads are a really great way to get leads. And of course, supplemented with SEO if done right, and focusing on your Google Business Profile are an incredible way to grow your business organically and actually get calls, bookings coming in every single day for your appliance repair business. Anyways, guys, I know this was a bit of a knowledge dump. I hope you found this video helpful. I know it wasn't structured properly either, but I just wanted to get some information out for you guys that are looking for help with local SEO for your appliance repair business. If you did make it this far, as always, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, you can click the link down below. You can book a call with me if you need help with local SEO for your appliance repair business, if you do want help with ranking. I'm happy to take a look and, of course, see if there's any opportunity to work together to help you grow your business and get more leads. As always, you guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.